What's going on, folks? It's Paul, the 920 Trader with 920 Trading and Trading Decoded. Today's Monday, December 9, 2024. We are actually in the middle of trading. There's about 20 minutes to go left in the trading day. So let's get on over to that live action right now. So we kind of talk through this trade, kind of see what's going on. So folks, here just a couple of minutes ago, we had a double cross to the downside. So that is a double cross to the downside. A double cross happens when we open above the 9, close below the 20 on the 1 minute. So again, folks, on this candle right here, if we're looking to jump this play right here, we're looking for a close right below 37. So at 37, we will probably have a little bit of support right in here, folks. But again, we had a double cross here at 34 and close to a double cross here. It's a fishtail play. We're below the 9. We are below the 20. If we look at this from a higher time frame, 5 minute, we are below everything, folks. We're well below everything back to the downside. Now, at this point, we're just trying to kick this thing over the edge. So 604.37. Once we get a close down there, I've got 604.29 as a level that I was looking at. On the 30-minute, there's a little volume shelf. And again, that's at 604.29. So it's right in here. So there's not a lot of meat on the bone if we can push through this 37 over here. But that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. And again, folks, right below this level right here. So I'm not doing the video. I'm not doing the update videos every day anymore. I'm doing them every now and again, but I'm not doing them every day because we essentially we talk about the same thing every day, and we're talking about it after the fact. And it's easy to see everything after the fact. And as traders, what we need to be able to do is we need to see these trades in real time as they're happening because we can't trade. We can't do the Superman fly around the world backwards and go back in time. We just can't do that. So we have to be able to do it in real time. So how do we do that in real time? Well, we use a couple of different things. We use the 9, we use the 20, we use crossovers. We also use major levels, and we use the volume profile. So that's all we're looking at, folks. We're trying to stack probabilities in our favor. And the more things we can get to line up at the same time, if the 920, major levels and that volume profile, the better off we will be as traders. We will take fewer trades if we take those trades only at major levels. Take them at major levels, crosses at major levels. The thin volume, we had one of our folks ask about that, about volume profile earlier and how to play it. Well, we're using that as kind of a guideline to where when we get into one of those trades, when we get into a thin volume area, so the black area over here, just remember, black is fast, blue is slow. When we get into one of these thin volume areas, we need to, if we get the signal before we get to one of those areas, we need to be in that play. So by being in that play, we can anticipate when the move is going to move faster through one of those areas. And again, we had a double cross here. We had a double cross, again, 1238, folks. So I'm looking at this thing again, folks. And again, it closed below that 37. So 604.37, folks, 604.37. And we should see a little bit of move to the downside, at least 29. There we go. Now, after that, I'm still looking. I've got a nice little demand zone sitting at 603.86. That's very, very possible. And then ultimately today, the level that I'm looking for is 602.56. I don't believe that we'll get to 602.56 today. And again, it's a very, very strong zone. It's a very, very strong demand zone, 602.56. A lot of different things have happened at that support level. So we got that close below that 37, folks, 604.37. It just got bought up. So late day plays, folks, when you are trading this late in the day, what you want to do is you want to take those late day scalps. And then if you can get a couple of big candles that go your way, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. But again, folks, trying to get this push to the downside below that, again, below that 604.37, 604.37. So let's talk about what has transpired today. We got pre-market high 608.50 and pre-market low 607. So we got $1.50. We have $1.50 in range. We need three things, folks. Don't forget the three things. We need volume, we need volatility, and we need range. If we don't have all three of those things, generally speaking, we're not going to have the best day in the market. We need volatility. Obviously, we need implied volatility. We need it. We like it to be at least 14%. It's been running over the last week or so other than a couple of different times. It's been running, right around 10 or 11%, 12%. So it's been not the best. But anyway, we have $1.50 in pre-market, and we didn't do a whole lot for the first 20 or 30 minutes until it just ran and it ran. We got a nice little cross here back to the downside. Folks, I was not in this trade. I was not in this trade because I didn't necessarily trust anything. And then by the time we got down here, I would have kind of felt like I was chasing a trade. And if you watch my video this weekend, my video was specifically on not chasing trades. So again, if you get in too late to the play, it's like you're chasing it. And at that point, it's like, oh, you know what? We'll just kind of wait for a pullback. And it ran down about $3. I mean, a nice little run back to the downside through this 604.97. Got a really, really nice candle down back to the downside. Had some scalps along the way back to the upside. Really, really nice plays to the upside. Fishtail in here. Fishtail. The plays today, folks, I mean, there were plays to the upside, plays to the downside. Downside played better than the plays to the upside. And remember, folks, all your trades are not going to be positive trades. You're not going to make money on every single one of your trades, but you must pull the trigger. And again, I'm looking at my other screen over here, looking at price action. Again, looking for 27. Did we hit 27? We got pretty close. But move back to the downside. Then what happened over here? Double cross back to the downside. Didn't do a whole lot. Another double cross to the downside. Move down. So we're pushing it down. Another double cross to the downside through this level right here. And again, 605.85, folks, 605.85. When you take your plays, what you want to do is you want to play off of those major levels. Again, major level right here, major level to the upside. This play right in here, and we talked about this when this was setting up earlier, folks. So right about 1137. Let me bring that into view right in here. This was a double cross to the downside on this candle. The problem was it was a relatively large candle for the day. So we got 68. You got about a 25 or 30 cent candle. The problem with taking a position on a 25 or a 30 cent candle, and again, we got a signal. We got a double cross to the downside. It was through that level, but it was a bigger candle than was normal for the trading day. So you can always expect a little pullback. And then look left. Yeah. You're looking left, trying to get a push down. Nothing happened. So again, we found support and then we ran it back up. Another double cross to the downside right into that level. So you're talking about scalps at this point. Or are you? It's a double cross to the downside, yes. And then a pullback, whether you made money or didn't make money, it's kind of hard to tell. Just depends. But again, plays to the downside, plays to the upside, nice double cross to the downside here. We push through. So we got a whole, what do we got? 6 or 7 red candles in a row. It just pushed down. And I was talking to the group and I said, folks, if it pushes through this level, hang on to the trade. If not, be ready to take your trade off the table. So again, nice push to the downside. Nice little run back to the upside in here, folks. So you can see there were really, really nice plays. And I'm looking at price action right now, folks. I need to get over there because, again, let's see if we can take this thing all the way down to that 603.86, 603.86. Again, that is... It's a 30-minute zone. That's a 30-minute zone that is left over from, let me see what we have, last Tuesday. So last Tuesday, this was a zone, 603.86. Right down in here, folks. Again, I don't know if we're going to get that pushed down. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But again, make your late day trades. Make those scalps, folks. It's hard. Number one, we don't have decent volatility. And number two, any pullbacks will just destroy your position. So again, late day scalps, folks. And again, back, we got really, really, again, nice plays to the upside, nice plays to the downside. We were over here. Okay, so we were over here where we're pushing down. And you're thinking, okay, we made a lower low and it started pushing up. So you're thinking calls are off the table. Calls are not off the table. So here's the why behind this. Okay, but Paul, it's a lower low. Why are you still thinking calls are okay? Well, because we pushed lower, we picked up more buyers. I mean, that's generally how it works. We pushed down lower, we picked up more buyers. We pushed up higher to pick up more sellers and then push it right back down. Again, look at all these plays back to the downside. At some point, again, this was a couple of hours ago. So right in here, folks. And again, we got 350 coming up. So right in this area right here about 2 hours ago, 1350. Is that right? 1350? Yes. 2 hours ago. Push back to the downside below that 4 hour demand zone right in here. So we had a cross here, cross here, cross here. So this is like the fourth cross to the downside. Generally, they're good for 2 or 3. And again, it's pushing up just a little bit. But we're going to sit through that 350 candle, folks. So the 350 candle, essentially what that is the market on close orders that you see. That's the why behind the 350 candle. When we talk about that, we've got the 350 candle, and we've got the 355 candle. Both of those candles, generally speaking, they do something good. We play those if our edge presents itself. Now, if our edge does not present ourselves, we don't play those candles just to take that trade right in here. But watch the volume really start to increase. There you go. So watch volume. If volume really starts to increase on 350, and we're looking at volume right now, it's okay. It's okay. It's not great. You need a lot of volume on 350 to push it up. Again, you're looking at a skinny stick right here is pushing up. So we got a little fishtail on that 49. See if we'll push up. And again, we really need to get up above this 68. So we have actually 66. So 66, then 74. Once we get to that level, folks, I got 604.95. And again, this is a nice candle. This is a really, really nice candle. We got 43. You got a 20, 25 cent candle that we're working on right now. Again, folks, if your edge presents itself on 350, take the trade. If your edge does not present itself, don't take the trade just because it's a 350 candle and you have to take it. Do not do that. But again, we got about 9.5 or about 9 minutes to go. 9 minutes to go in the trading day. This is a seller's wick, folks. This is a seller's wick. If you're taking calls off of a seller's wick, particularly if we don't get that close up above the main body, so that's where we closed. A seller's wick. So we got a seller's wick. We got buyer's tail. Sellers on top, buyers on the bottom. But again, if you're looking for calls, I don't even know if I'd necessarily be looking for anything. We don't have a fresh cross or anything like that. No double cross, no major level or anything like that. We need those things, folks. We need those things in order to take trades. Again, take trades directly out of demand zones down low and supply zones up top. You will take fewer trades, no question about that. You can also use this right here. This is called POC. This is point of control, point at which most money has traded hands during the trading day so far. It's right there, 605.52. Now, if I were to guess, 604.65, my guess is that if we push up to that 604.65, where my cursor is right now, that we're going to get a POC shift back to the downside if we push up just a little bit. But we're going to need to do that in the next couple of minutes. I don't know what volume is like on the day. It's 23 million. Not horrible. It was better. So about the last 2 hours, we put down about half the volume for the day. But again, I'm guessing that POC was going to jump about 604.65 if we can push up just a smidge. We got about 7.5 minutes to go in the trading day so far, folks. But again, we had plays today. There were plays today. You had to be patient with your plays, and you probably had to ride through a little bit of garbage, but nevertheless, there were plays. Most days we have at least a couple of 2 or 3 decent plays. We don't know when they're going to happen, folks. So again, if your edge presents itself, put on the trade. Doesn't look like anything's happened here, folks. But that's how she played out today, folks. That's how she played out today. So you guys know, if you like our videos, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That way you can be notified when we drop new content, which is a couple of times a week and on the weekends. The weekend are going to be trading psychology videos, and those are going to correspond with the weekly newsletter that comes out every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. So check that out, folks. But again, folks, share with your trading community, share with your friends, your neighbors, your family, everybody. Spread the good word, Now, if you are interested in live daily trading, where we talk about this all day long, every day, from 9 o'clock in the morning until the market closes every single day, we talk about these setups, folks. We talk about specifically what we are looking for, what we're not looking for, and so on. So if you're looking for that live daily trading, head on over to our live trading Discord. It's called Trading Decoded. We are so convinced that you will find value in what we do. We're going to give you that first week for free. And you know what? We believe that it's going to work for you. So head on over there again. Trading Decoded. The link for that is down below. Now, if you are interested And I know you are because you're here. If you're interested in the 920 crossover strategy, head on over to 920trading.com. The entire strategy is there for the entire world to see without spending thousands of dollars on some crazy, ridiculously expensive trading strategy that, guess what, is probably, it's been around for a long time anyway. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on a strategy. 920trading.com, folks. And while you're there, sign up for that free newsletter. You're going to get one email a week. Oh, look at that push to the downside. Nice push. That's got to be 350. No, I was thinking that was 355 based on the size of that. One email a week, 11 o'clock, Saturday. Every Saturday, you're going to get that email, and it's going to have the link for the YouTube video that corresponds with the, oh, there it is. How close did I get? How close did I get? Oh, I was 20 cents off. I was 20 cents off. We pushed down. We got a lot of volume at 604.43. Now she's pushing down, folks. She's pushing down. But again, folks, 920trading.com. The entire strategy is there. Check it out. So anyway, folks, thank you for spending a little bit of your precious time with us today. I greatly appreciate that. And again, folks, for the folks in the group right now, if you're playing this, keep a tight stop. Keep a super, super tight stop. But again, folks, thanks for spending a little bit of time with us today. We greatly appreciate it. We might even do this again tomorrow. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. If something kind of comes over me, we're going to do it again tomorrow. But I hope everybody had a great day today. But above all else, I hope everybody followed their rule. The beauty is in the rules, folks. The beauty is in the rules. So again, I hope everybody has a great rest of the day. So until next time, folks, we will see you in the markets.